Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic channel. What's good with you? It's your boy JB, and so here we go. First quarter of action here. So we've got the Bears and the Vikings here. Bears on the road here. Minnesota 6-5 on the year. The Bears, they are 3-8, and right now Chicago, they have the football here in the first quarter. First offensive possession of the game, and they're already faced with a 3rd-and-1 situation here. So let's see if they can convert here and get a first down in this one. Again, Justin Fields here leading the Chicago Bears. Let's see what they do. Shotgun formation. You've got 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Vikings, they're showing pressure off the edge. Will they get there? Fields in the pocket, throws it, gets a completion to DJ Moore, and that's a first down there. Picked up 5 yards on the play. And so we've got Justin Jefferson fan here. What's good with you? And so, Christopher, welcome back. How are you? How are you? And so, again, JB, apologized a couple minutes late here. Streamlabs decided to reset on me, so had to set that up. But definitely happy to be here and hope that everybody's week is off to a great start. All right, so out of the shotgun, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Hands it to the back. And that's going to be Khalil Herbert. He picks up 1 yard on the carry. He's already got 2 carries in this one for 9 yards. So now we got 2nd and 9 coming out here for the Chicago Bears offensively. And so Mike, what's good with you? What's good with you? How are you? He says, yo, JB, how are you doing? And hey, sorry about what happened with Buffalo, man. I know you had to be frustrated with that. You're probably done with them already, but man, that was just heartbreaking. Meanwhile, Fields on the move, still has time. Now he's going to take off and run, and he's going to pick up 4 yards. Again, Justin Fields right there on the run, and when he starts running, look out. Let's see, Christopher says, good. And he said, you are from Minnesota? Okay, bet. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, it gets a little too cold for JB, not going to lie. Whether we're talking Minnesota or Chicago, both way too cold for JB. JB originally from Florida, so yeah, that'll always be too cold for JB. All right, meanwhile, let me go ahead and get the poll question set up here. But with 3rd and 5 right now for the Chicago Bears, again, an opportunity to keep this drive alive. Are going to stop and feed the Vikings. The Vikings sending pressure. Fields throws it. They got to make the tackle. He's still moving forward. Where did they stop his forward progress? That was Coleman there who made that reception. I think he's an inches short here. I think he's inches short, so it'll be interesting to see where they mark this one at. Oh, favorable marking right there by the official. He says it's a first down. Mike says it was an epic collapse, and so yes. Man, I know 80s was happy, though. I know he was happy. Absolutely. All right, let me go ahead and put the poll question up. Let's see. Christopher said it was so cold today. How cold exactly was it? Let JB know so he can be thankful that he's not over there. All right, so they got the first down. Fields completes it, gets it all the way to the 50-yard line there. Okay, so once again, Coleman, he's got 3 catches for 40 yards in this one, and Fields is finding them early and often in this one. All right, poll question is officially on the way. So let's get them votes in there. 12, oh man, Christopher, way too cold for JB. Way too cold for JB. Multiply that by 6, and now we can have that conversation. All right, 2nd and 6. DJ Moore gets the catch. He's trying to fight for more yards there, but he's going to get brought down. Picked up 4 yards on the play. Now we've got another 3rd down here. And so far in this opening drive, Chicago, they've been converting on 3rd down. So far, Justin Fields, he is 5 of 5 for 19 yards so far in this one here in the first quarter with about 9 minutes and 40 seconds to go. But let's see what happens here on 3rd and 2 at the Vikings 45-yard line. Can the Minnesota Vikings come out here and get a stand here on 3rd down? All right, Bears line up in the shotgun again. 3 receivers top of the screen, 1 tight end bottom of formation, and 1 running back as well. Fields gets it. Vikings sending pressure. Pressure's around him. Can Fields get away? He's got the speed. Throws it. Gets the completion. Wow. How about that? Justin Fields moving around. It's just something about this kid. Every once in a while, when you put him in a primetime matchup, he comes out and it's like, oh wow, this is what we were hoping to see. Let's see, RC on A says, what's good with you? And you say you're in the Midwest and it's freezing, JB. And so yeah, y'all keep that over there. Y'all keep that over there. RC says the Chicago unawares. Yes, so that time, tremendous job there by Justin Fields, just moving around and giving his guy time to get open. Now Fields gets the snap, feeling the pressure, gets away from one guy. You can't just touch him and not get him. Oh my goodness, what an excellent throw. Oh man, see, he's forcing Minnesota to have to come up and be aggressive. But when they're coming up, since he's not just looking to run, that's going to leave somebody open, especially if it's a running back, receiver. And that time, 52, you got to grab him. You get two hands on him. You got to bring him down, buddy. You're too big for that. You're too big for that. Wow. Let's see. Christopher says playing Madden right now. Okay, bet. What team you? Well, who are you playing with, and who are you playing against? And what's the score? Meanwhile, Khalil Herbert, he picks up 2 yards off the left guard there. He's got 3 carries for 11 yards in this one. Lewis, what's good with you? Are you back with the Under Thunder today, or what's going on? Talk to us. We got to get you back on the win streak today. It starts today. Mike says, why Mr. JB didn't warn us that Frank Wright stinks? And so he says if last year wasn't evident of what took place down in Indianapolis, he don't know what is. All right, but now we've got 2nd and 8 here for the Chicago Bears, and what a drive this has been. And on this drive, Justin Fields, he is 7 of 7 for 38 yards. Fields. That time they get him down for the sack there. So Minnesota finally gets to him there. And in this game, you're going to have to really bring him down. You're going to have to bring him down. And so let's see. Mike says, in your face, Lewis. RC says, I'm just watching I'm just watching my Indiana Pacers tonight, JB. Even though the Vikings are my favorite, the Vikings are your football team too. It seems like every night is more than one game on you want to watch. And so decisions. Christopher says, Bills make a player in franchise. Okay, bet. All right, so 3rd and 13. Here with 6 minutes and 38 seconds. Fields throws it. He got the completion there, but he's going to lose a yard. And again, that was cold commit there. And so he's getting a couple catches here. He's got 4 catches here on the first drive alone, but just 9 yards receiving as he lost a yard on that one. And that will bring up 4th down. So it's just some heck of a drive here. We're talking about 13 plays, 47 yards, 8 minutes and 22 seconds in terms of time of possession off the clock there. But when you move like that, you want to come away with a touchdown. But let's see if they can come away with some points here, as you got to be able to convert on this field goal attempt. From 48 yards out, kick is up. Ooh, he missed it. He missed it. So you took off all that time. What do you have to show for it? Absolutely nothing. Wow. Insane. Insane. So all of that, the Bears are driving. Heck, Justin Fields, 8 of 8 for 37 yards. Wow. Lewis says, just left the bar, JB, and you took the over 42. You said, let's go, give me 3. And so better luck next time. Better luck next time with that. But you took the over at 42. Okay. Lewis says, geez. He's like, what's going on? He's like, who did he offend? What is going on? And so, oh man, Lewis, we gotta get you back on the right track. Gotta get you right back on the right track here soon. Oh man, brutal. Christopher says, I am doing menching and in made, and so bet. Mike says, the Bills kicker Bass missed too, and so yes, I seen one of his misses. I didn't know he missed 2. I had seen one of his misses there because I was going back and forth and all like that throughout the course of the different games. But man, I mean, you guys did a number to A.J. Brown and almost cost JB his fantasy team if JB wasn't resilient, and I refused to lose again to this opponent, so I had to will my fantasy team to a victory. Lewis says, well, it should pick up later. And so, Yep, just hopefully not too much later though. You say Madden, sorry, and so okay, bet. Just doing the mini challenge in Madden there. Okay, and so Carmichael, what's good with you? How are you doing? And he says, hello, JB. How are you? I am doing pretty good. I am doing pretty good. How about yourself? All right, again, let's see how many votes we've got so far here. 4 votes in. I mean, Bears took up all this time and came away with no points. That's right, Carmichael. You got Justin Fields in your fantasy team. That's right. So, but you've already secured the W for this week, if I'm not mistaken. And does anybody else have anybody right now playing in fantasy that can either make or break their team winning this week? All right, let's see what the Vikings can do here on their first offensive possession of the game. And that's right. Here in the first quarter of 5 minutes and 53 seconds here. Offense first time out there from their own 38-yard line with the Bears missing the field goal. We got a play fake here. Dobbs taking a deep shot here. Throws it up there. And that's going to be, who has it? Oh, incomplete. Incomplete. Jordan Addison. I thought that was you, baby. I thought that was you. I thought you had it. Wow. Christopher says, what live is your next football game? And so for me, it is going to be most likely the Thursday night football. I haven't set up the stream yet. I typically do that on a Wednesday, but it'll be on Thursday for Thursday night football. I got to remember who that Thursday night football matchup is this week, but it'll be for the Thursday night football game. But man, I thought that was it. But now we've got 2nd and 10. And they're going to give it to Ty Chandler. He gets the first carry of the game. He picks up a yard on the play. And that time, that was close. That was close to being a catch. Christopher says he'll be there. Bet. I appreciate that. Absolutely. So let's see. So this Thursday night, November. Ooh, will that be Seattle and Dallas? That should be good. Meanwhile, Dobbs. Oh man, they brought him down for the sack. So he lost 8 yards there by taking that sack. And now 4th down coming up here. 4th and 17 for the Minnesota 31-yard line, and the punt unit will come out. Carmichael says the Panthers aren't going to trade Bryce Young 1 year after drafting him number 1. And so, let's see. Mike says, if you were the GM of Pats and Bryce Young was for trade, would I trade for him? Honestly, if I'm the GM for the Patriots, I wouldn't do that. Personally, looking at the guys that are coming out of the draft, I'd probably just draft one of them, honestly. That's probably what I would do. Punts on the way. And brought down immediately there at the, let's see where they mark him at, 25-yard line. So let's see what the Bears do this time out. Last time they were able to move the ball, but they ended up missing a field goal. So we'll see what they do in their second drive here. Mike says he's got a spoiler for us. He says the Cowboys are going to win. What's your score projection for that matchup? Your final score projection? All right, and again, first quarter with about 4 minutes and 14 seconds to go. But we'll see if the Chicago Bears come out like they did last time and if they're going to take out a lot more time off that clock. Because if so, then JB needs to go ahead and make his player prop picks here because it's going to be under City, it looks like. Carmichael says, if I'm the GM for the Pats, I'm drafting Drake May if he's there and firing Mac Jones from the NFL. He says, firing my man from the NFL. Yes. If I'm the GM of the Patriots, we are going wide receiver. Like, we are going wide receiver if that's the case. So if I'm the GM of the Patriots, especially if we're picking like 2 or 3, although I feel like Arizona, if they're picked before us at 2, then they will draft a wide receiver, Marvin Harrison Jr. He's the only receiver I want ahead of a quarterback. So if he's off the board, definitely quarterback. But if he's on the board, you go ahead and you do it. You think about back when Indianapolis drafted Peyton Manning. The year before, they had already drafted Marvin Harrison, so they already got him a future Hall of Famer. So when they got him, it was there rather than draft a quarterback, stick him out there because the fan base is not going to be patient. And then he just goes out there and lose all kinds of confidence and stuff like that because he got nobody to throw through. Who is he going to throw to? Who's he going to throw to? Who's going to block for him? We got so many holes on offense. We got to fill some of those holes. Let's see. Christopher says, you scored. And so bet. Let's see. Mike says 38-17. Okay. And you think that, let's see. Carmichael says he thinks that Drake May is quarterback 1 in this year's draft. And so I can see it. I feel like there's a strong case. Super strong case there. But there's a lot of quarterbacks that I do like. I like what I've seen from Bo Nix also. There's a lot of quarterbacks this year coming out that I'm like, man, I like these kids. Like, I feel like these kids have potential. At the very least, they got high potential. Carmichael says you also have Blake Corum as running back 1. I wonder where he's actually ranked at on most draft boards. All right, but getting back from the commercial, now the Chicago Bears for their second offense possession, in which last time it was 14 plays and 9 minutes off the clock, but they ended up missing the field goal. This time, Justin Fields says, you know what? I'm just going to run it. He says, I'm just going to run it, and what an excellent choice that is. He picks up 14 yards and a first down, taking it all the way to the Chicago 40-yard line. So just like that. Kenneth, what's good with you? Kenneth says, hey, my friend, how are you doing tonight? I'm doing pretty good, Kenneth. I am doing pretty good. Not bad for a Monday night indeed. Kenneth says he's doing good tonight. Happy to hear that. All right, from the shotgun, Fields in the pocket, throws it. Gonna get the completion there. Running back. Oh, man, somebody's got to get him. And that is Rashawn Johnson there. He's got 2 catches for 28 yards. And that was a 22-yard catch right there for him, taking it all the way to the Minnesota 38-yard line. So the Bears right now, once again, moving and grooving. But can they get some points on this drive? That's going to be the question. Let's see. Mike says Penix. Carmichael says, my top 5 quarterbacks in the draft are Drake May, Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, J.J. McCarthy, Bo Nix. Okay. Hey, that top 5 right there, that's a solid top 5. I'm not going to argue with that. Fields, looking, rush around him, trying to get away. Oh, he just finds a way to get rid of the ball. Wow. The strength it took to get rid of that one. But they're going to call that a sack, rightfully so. I'll say this. He got away with it that time, but Justin Fields got to be careful. You're out here trying to fight and rip away from these guys and stuff like that. They can rip that ball out. They can very well rip that ball out. All right, so faced with 2nd and 22, Fields got to call a timeout. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes and 9 seconds to go. Or at least it looked like he was trying to call a timeout. But offensive too many men on the field will back them up 5 yards on the play. So things not going the way the Bears wanted them to. And they are moving the ball. It's just you certainly can't have this happen. Let's see. Carmichael says you got Penix at 6. Mike says, will the Bears have a different quarterback next year? I think so. If they end up picking first, I think so. So Fields will really have to show something the rest of the way for that not to happen. All right, so gets a quick completion there to Cole Kmet. He's going to pick up about 6 yards on the play. Let's see. Kenneth said, did you see where Panthers fired their head coach today? And so, yes, Frank Wright back on the market again, back-to-back years. My man got fired. People are saying, hey, he's the problem. He is the problem. I mean, he took away the duties from the offensive coordinator. He got let go. I believe, like the running back coach, Deuce Staley, got dropped also. I didn't even know Deuce Staley was over there in Carolina, to be honest. And so, absolutely. And so, let's see. Joe says, hi, Josh. I was talking to JB Jr. And so, appreciate you coming through. All right, so Johnson there. Going to pick up about 11 yards, but fourth down will be coming up. So they're going to have to end up, let's see, with 4th and 10 right now. We're going to have the punt unit. And we've got 40 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Still scoreless in this one. Well, right now the Bears offense still in the field, but they would have to go 10 yards to get this first down. All right, let's see if they got what it takes. Fields gets the snap, throws it, gets the completion. Oh my goodness. Not only will he get the first, but he'll take it all the way to about the 14-yard line. Wow. How about that? How do you let that happen, Minnesota? How do you let that happen? Wow. Let's see, Carmichael says, get cornerback 2 paired with Porter. Lewis says, let's go. So big time 4th down play, and he was literally all by himself. What was Minnesota doing? This is how guys get fired. What was he doing? Well, that's the end of the first quarter. Yep, that is the end of the first quarter. Lewis says he needs 7 points right now. I think right now we'll take any points at this point, but it's the end of the first quarter. When we come back, it will be the second quarter in play. Justin Fields right now 12 to 12 for 100 yards passing. Joshua Dobbs, he is 0 of 1 for 0 yards so far passing, as the Vikings only had the ball just like probably a minute or two, honestly. Let's see. Lewis says, dang, 0 points in the first quarter. And so, yeah, that's tough to overcome. Carmichael says, I just want to see 1 touchdown tonight. That's all he's asking for, 1 touchdown tonight. Mike says Prince Victoria had a brick in the fairway. And Christopher says, how was your day? And so, yeah, my day was pretty good. My day was pretty good, you know. Not bad for a Monday at all. At all. JJ says you lost. And so, oh, man, we hate losing. We hate losing. Carmichael says, Lewis, you didn't take the over, did you? And so Lewis took the over. He took the over again. I'm a little surprised. Again. All right, so JJ says 7-2. Oh, man. So how far do you think it's going to drop you? You think you're going to drop to like second after that loss? All right, so here we go. Start of the second quarter. All right, so here we go from the 14-yard line of the Vikings. Going to toss it here to the back, and Johnson is going to pick up 6 yards there on his first carry. So it's going to be up to the Minnesota Vikings right now. Got to find a way to get a stop here if you're the Vikings. 2nd and 4 coming up from the Minnesota 8-yard line. Again, 7 plays in this drive, 66 yards. 4 minutes and 14 seconds to turn the time possession. And Lewis says he needs 20 points in this quarter. Carmichael says he's done a lot of losing in fantasy. You're used to it. Never get used to it, Carmichael. Meanwhile, Justin Fields on the move. Throws this one away. Incomplete. That is actually his first incompletion of the game. He is 12 of 13 for 100 yards passing in this one at the Minnesota 8-yard line. All right, so here goes the Bears shotgun formation. Receiver goes in motion. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Back goes in motion. Fields looking, throws it to him. And Vikings bring him down. 4th down going to be coming up. 4th and 3. And this will bring out the field goal unit again, most likely here for Chicago Bears. So once again, another decent drive there that's going to conclude in a field goal attempt, but can they get 3 points? JJ says, in my other league, I'm going to buy, you're going to be 8-2. All right, Mike says Marcus Peters cut. Carmichael says, hopefully we don't see another missed field goal. Carmichael wants some points here. All right, 25-yard field goal attempt. Kick is up. Kick is good. So the Bears tack on 3 points here. So we do get some points here today, with the Bears now leading this one 3-0. When we come back, we're going to see those Minnesota Vikings, see what they can do here. Carmichael says Marcus Peters is washed. Yeah, the man still don't like the tackle. Still doesn't like the tackle. But yeah, I feel like the entire time we've seen only the Bears so far really on offense. Minnesota, it was so quick you forgot it happened. Carmichael says we lost in one league 163 to 103. And so, man, JJ says you need Addison to score. And so I need Addison to get about 46 yards, 47 yards, receiver, so I can hit my over on that player prop. That's what I need from Jordan Addison. So I thought that first pass that Dobbs did, I thought that was going to be a catch. That was a nice throw, just unable to come away with it. Carmichael says, yeah, 4 players get 20-plus points. And so, man, that's a bad week to play them. Sometimes it's just like that. Sometimes it's really just like that. All right, let's see. We've got 9 votes in the poll right now. And so the Minnesota Vikings, they are leading the poll, while the Bears are leading this one 3-0. And so in the zone, what's good with you? We can't talk Vikings here without talking in the zone. What's good with you? He says, my guy. And so, man, what's going on? And so, I mean, I've had the whole first quarter. You guys just basically played defense the entire first quarter. Like, you guys barely had the ball here. So, looking forward to actually seeing the Vikings offense come out. Let's see. JJ says, and TJ. And so, yes. Yes. And again, we're at the commercial here. Again, the early stages of the second quarter, Bears up 3-0. All right, let's see what Chicago does here. I'm sorry, they're getting ready for the kickoff here. Man, if this turns into a battle of the field goals today, look at the difference in just like the total yards, the amount of plays. Bears 119 yards, Vikings -7. The Bears have had the football 14 minutes and 46 seconds. You mean to tell me you've had the ball basically the entire quarter and you just got 3 points to show for it? That's the part that gets me. You've had the ball the entire quarter, but you only got 3 points to show for it. That's what gets me. Let's see, and Zoe says, you need the Vikings to win in big game from Ty Chandler to win this matchup today. How many points you need from Ty? How many points you need from him? JJ says, you need to win in week 13 to prove yourself. And so, yeah, JB knows all about that. Meanwhile, Dobbs on the move. Dobbs, he's just going to go ahead and run before he slides, picks up 4 yards there on the carry. Good old Joshua Dobbs. All right, 2nd and 6 coming up. Gonna hand it to the back, and Alexander Madison gets brought down from behind after picking up 8 yards in the play. His first carry of the game. That's gonna pick up a first down here. 1st and 10 from the Minnesota 37-yard line. Dobbs up under center. Got a fullback at a back in the backfield. And again, if you're Minnesota, what you're probably thinking right now is, man, we got to make sure that we go ahead and at least hold this football for a minute to give our defense a breather at the very least. Meanwhile, Madison brought down in the backfield. They got him, and they got him good. I mean, it was a swarm of defenders around him right there. He lost 2 yards on that one. So now you got 2nd and 12 coming up. Let's see. You say as the number 1 seed, you want to prove yourself. Okay. And the Zoe says like 25 plus. And so, oh man, 25 plus. So you need Ty basically to get in that end zone. What'll probably do it is if he has like a big reception for like 50, 60 yards, take it to the house and all like that, and maybe just get a big run as well. You need some big plays. That's what you need. 2nd and 12. Dobbs looking. Dobbs throws it. Oh my goodness, he threw a pick. He threw a pick. Oh my goodness. The Bears, they have it. Wow. Wow. Joshua Dobbs still without a completion to his name so far today. He's got more interceptions than he's got passing yards right now. We're here in the 2nd quarter. That's not what you need. Listen, Zoe says, oh, it's 93 to 109 right now. And so, well, you're trying to get some extra points and then some. Carmichael says, I need 0 catches from Jordan Addison. Ooh, that's tough. Let's see. Christopher says, I might come back. Bet. Let's see. JJ says Joe Burrow might come back. It says on the fantasy, JB. And so, come back from what? This year? Wow. What fantasy is saying that? That would be news right there. I'm pretty sure that's something you should have heard. Lewis says, let's go. He says, let's go. You'll take a drink to that? And that was Johnson there with the interception. So Minnesota puts their defense back out there again. And at this point, you got to get a little concerned now because they've been on the field for so long. Fatigue, even in the first half, that'll start to become a thing. And if they start to just keep turning the ball over and just not extending drives here, that defense is going to continue to get more and more tired. Let's see. JJ says ESPN. And so, okay, bet. I gotta check that one out. I gotta check that one out. That'd be some news right there. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. 3 receivers top of the screen. Fields on the move. Throws it away. 2nd and 10 coming up. Up. You've got a penalty. All right, that's going to be another receiver downfield there, but they will decline that one. 2nd and 10 coming up. Christopher says, I win against the Bears. in Madden 23. Okay, what's the final score with that one? All right, so we've got 2nd and 10 for the Chicago Bears from their own 48-yard line. And before we can get the snap off, we got another penalty right now. And that's going to back them up 5 yards. Got a false start there against Darnell Wright, so that's going to back them up. Now we got 2nd and 15 coming up. Mike says that Von Miller is so washed up. Says he's done with him. Oh, wow. Tied for the most penalties in the NFL? Well, it is certainly showing tonight. I'll say that much. It is certainly showing tonight. All right, shotgun here for the Bears. Fields, throws it, gets the completion. Brought down Khalil immediately there, picked up a yard there. He's got 2 catches for 14 yards. 11 minutes and 14 seconds to go here in the second. Again, 3rd and 14 coming up. Let's see, Christopher says 37-7. Oh, man, Christopher, what mode were you playing on? Meanwhile, Carmichael says best defensive player in the league, T.J. Watt, is the league leader in sacks. Gonna move. Will he take off and run again? No, he's going to throw it. Oh, that's going to be incomplete. That's going to be incomplete. And Darryl Mooney, he took a shot right there. I know he's feeling it. I know he's feeling it. JJ says, OBJ is washed, you mean. Mike says, OBJ been washed. I mean, Darryl Mooney, he tried to make a spectacular catch there. He literally pressed the special catch button on that one, but it did not pan out. But I like that. He tried to go out there and make it do what it do. But it was number 44 from Minnesota Vikings that got injured on that play. Former Michigan Wolverine. Let's see. Christopher says, okay, I will be back. Bet. All right, so we got a 4th down situation coming up here. 4th and 14 from the Chicago 44-yard line. We'll get to see the punter here for the Bears. Punts on the way. Ooh, I see the punter fell to the ground. Fair catch is caught at the 12. Let's see what this penalty is going to be. Referees are discussing here. Lewis says go for it. He says go for it. Ooh, those penalties right there. All right, so let's see what Minnesota's going to do this time out. I mean, it's time to get going now. It's time to get going now for Joshua Dobbs and company. It's time to get going. And so Reginald, what's good with ya? And he says touchdown Denver. And so Bet, how are you? And so let's see. Mike says he pants it, and so he's got his popcorn ready. Okay. But yeah, we're at the commercial right now. And if you came in this one, hopefully you wasn't expecting fireworks in this one, because the score right now, Bears 3, Vikings 0 as of right now. Again, Chicago has done a tremendous job of controlling time of possession. I'm always one to preach about the importance of controlling time of possession, but gee, these guys today, they are taking it a whole nother level. But considering how long they've had the ball to only have 3 points to show for it, you've got to find a way to get into the end zone. If you're the Chicago Bears, you just have to find a way. But right now, it's about the Minnesota Vikings. You know, you barely have the football. You got to get into some type of rhythm. I don't know if you do a hurry-up offense or something, but you got to get into some type of rhythm. Last time out there, Joshua Dobbs, he threw an interception. And so, all right, bet. Let's see. JB will do that right now. Oh wow, that looks good. That looks good, Mike. That looks good. I am not gonna lie. Yeah, I am not gonna lie, Mike. That does look good. Okay. Let's see. Reggie says Bond's vision still hooking up Colorado youth saw good TV news. There's an article on him just on right now. Always generative, that washed up guy. And so bet. JJ says JB should coach the Bears. And so you guys don't want that. You guys don't want that. If JB coaching the Bears, yeah, there's going to be a lot of changes. A lot of changes. But here goes the Vikings. They're going to run the ball. That is Chandler on the carry, picks up 6 yards on the play. Second carry of the game, 2 carries for 7 yards. Second and 4 coming up here for the Minnesota Vikings at their own 18-yard line. Got to start getting some momentum. Got to get some first downs here. They do a play fake. Dobbs throws it. That's going to be incomplete in the direction of Jordan Addison there, but incomplete. But there is a penalty. There is a penalty. Let's see what the officials are going to call here. If this is against Chicago again. Mike says, thank me later. And so, oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It's going to be a topic of conversation for JB later on. Absolutely. Okay, I'm going to try this. Absolutely. Mike put me on the game here. JJ says Kirk is washed. Let's see. Reggie says, who's draft number 1? Bo? And I would say, well, as much as I love Bo, he's not number 1. He will not be number 1, but I feel like Bo can end up in a situation something like how Justin Herbert ended up going to the Chargers, like middle of that draft. I could see a situation where if I'm a Giants fan, which I'm not, just to clarify, I'm not, but if I was, I'd be wanting Bo Nix if I was the Giants. You know, I feel like that'd be a good guy if I was them and if I was trying to help them, which I'm not. Again, I'm not. So, but that would be a great guy for, you know, whether it's them or either the Denver Broncos, one of those two. I'd be aiming for him. All right, 2nd and 10 for the Vikings. Dobbs throws it, gets the completion there. Finally, Jordan Addison gets the catch there for 5 yards. I actually did not start him this week in my fantasy team because I thought Justin Jefferson was going to be back today, but he's not. But I still got the W this week, so happy about that. 3rd and 5 coming up. You've got 9 minutes and 14 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Dobbs on 3rd and 5, stepping up, threw that one kind of while he got hit there, and it was incomplete. But there is a penalty. There is a penalty. Let's see. Justin Jefferson says, CJ Stroud MVP. I like that. I like that. And let's see. Reggie says, rub-a-dub-dub. I'll watch you. Thanks for the insight on number 1 draft. Agreed. And so, bet. Let's see. JJ said, the Broncos win the Super Bowl, I'm going to cry. And so, yeah, the last thing I need is someone up there at the podium saying, let's ride and all like that if they were to win the Super Bowl. So let's not let that happen. Ooh. So that penalty is going to result in an automatic first down to the defensive holding. Nobody gets called more than the Chicago Bears when it comes to these penalties. The only thing that they should be trying to hold on to is that first pick of the draft. That's about it. All right, Dobbs off the play fake, throws that one, gets that one complete there to C.J. Ham, the fullback. He's got a catch for 4 yards. Reggie says 3-0, Chicago is fire hot. Mike says everyone want Coach McDermott fired. And so, oh, really, Mike? And you say CJ great? But yeah, 3-0 right now. I mean, Lewis, I wish they could let you switch to the under because, yeah, this game is going to be a hard under. All right, 2nd and 6. Dobbs up under center here. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Going to give it to the receiver on the end around. Makes the first guy miss. Takes on a contact, and he's able to pick up 2 yards there. That's Brandon Powell right there. They find creative ways to get him involved. All right, so here we go, 3rd and 4 here for the Minnesota Vikings, in which I feel like it's important to get a first down just because you need to stay on the field offensively. You need to stay on the field. You don't need to be on defense no more. Bears show pressure, but then they backed up. Ooh, ball is picked off. Picked off. It was off of Jordan Addison and then into the hands of the safety. What's going on right now? What's going on right now? Clearly the honeymoon phase is done right now when it comes to Joshua Dobbs here. But man, he's 3 of 6 right now for 9 yards and 2 interceptions. That's not on him. That's not on him. That ball bounced off of Jordan Addison right there into the hands of the safety. That's just bad luck. That's just bad luck. JJ says, JB named the MVP candidate for the NFL. And so for JB, it is none other than CJ Stroud. What CJ Stroud is doing, it is just historically great. It is historically great. So for me, CJ Stroud is my choice at this point of the season. Now, I've changed my answer a couple times there because at one point in time, San Francisco looked good. Early in the season, Brock Purdy looked like a candidate. That fell by the wayside. But CJ Stroud for right now. Mike says, Adam Schefter says, Belichick on his way out. I fully expect it. I fully expect for Bill Belichick to be on his way out, and I hope he lands somewhere where he can go out there with a good roster and remind everybody how great a coach he is. Everybody else may not agree with that, but JB knows Bill Belichick is a great coach. He's just got a horrible roster. He's a terrible GM. His own GM abilities is ruining his coaching completely. That and his stubbornness. But you take away those two, which is hard to do. You can't. It's hard to separate the two. But in terms of X's and O's and stuff like that, he's good. So I hope he goes somewhere else, kind of like what Brady did, go somewhere where the team's already, built, and they actually don't let him do the GM job. So you just go out there and get some wins. Have fun again. In which this man never has fun, so probably not the best words to use. But just go out there and show that you can still coach. That's all I want him to do. Lewis says, why Minnesota not going deep? The Bears secondary is not good. And so, honestly, every time they've gone deep, it hasn't worked out. Hasn't worked out. Mike says volleyball. Let's see, CJ. Braden, what's good? What's good? And again, we're at the commercial here. Let's see. Mike says it was all Brady. Mike, I respectfully 1,000% disagree with that statement. And JB feels super strong about this, I disagree with that statement a lot. I have heard it so much that it has irked JB to this point to hear people just going off of the last couple years when I know Tom Brady left. If you let Bill Belichick had left us and Tom Brady stayed with us, we would not have been that much better. We really would not have been that much better. In fact, we would not have been good at all if Bill Belichick had left us, say Josh McDaniels took over, Bill left, and we still kept Tom Brady, we were still going to be bad. That's what happens when you are good for so long. You're basically trading your future for the present. Kansas City will some point realize this as well and all that, because I can see the pattern of what they got going on. But at some point, you write too many checks, you're just trading your future for the present. And at some point, you got to cash it in. At some point, you got to cash it in. You're going to be real bad. You're going to be real bad. Now, him as a GM, horrible. 1000%. He takes all the blame for that. As a GM, horrible. But as a head coach, he is great. Tom Brady, he got better over time. He learned some things throughout this system. He learned some things. He was not that dude the first 3 Super Bowls and stuff like that. So we're not going to give him the credit as if he carried us throughout those first 3 Super Bowls he got in his career. Now, what he learned, he continuously got better. He got a better arm at age 40 than he did at age 28, 29. Tom Brady got better and stuff like that. Tom Brady was not that dude that he was in the first couple of Super Bowls. I know this for a fact. That defense was legit that Bill Belichick put together. So I am not going to stand by and let everybody kick a man while he's down just because he's on a bad team and he didn't run away from us like Tom Brady did. I'm not going to do that. I am going to say it like I see it. Bill Belichick, horrible GM, excellent coach. Excellent coach. The things I've seen him do against a guy like Peyton Manning that other teams could not do and stuff like that, just the game planning. And he was constantly having conversations with Tom Brady. He taught some things with Tom Brady that he'll take with him for life. You teach a man how to fish and he go teach another man how to fish. Does that mean that the other man that learned how to fish to teach somebody else that he was behind, that the scheme behind it all? No, that is not what happened. Tom Brady learned some stuff. He moved on to Tampa Bay, took it with him. He took it with him. Yes, we no longer have the Patriot way. I know that. And our assistant coaches, everywhere they go, it's not going to work that way. Why? Because at some point, Tom Brady did become that guy at some point. He did, where guys just wanted to play with him. But guess what? When he went to Tampa Bay, it wasn't his talents that did it. It's the fact that he was a great recruiter. He was smart. He said, Tampa Bay, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, let me call my boy Antonio Brown, let me call my boy Rob Gronkowski, bring them with him and stuff like that. And then on top of that, let me call Leonard Fournette and stuff like that. Let me go ahead and bring him. And then on top of that, we got defensive players taking a discount and all like that just to come and play with him. So Tampa Bay became basically a superstar team that was giving Tom Brady the credit in which, yes, Tom Brady, smart and all like that, which Jameis Winston went out there and he threw for a ton of yards with those receivers, a ton of yards. He just is turnover prone and stuff like that. He didn't have the championship caliber that Tom Brady had. It takes time to learn to win on that level repetitively and stuff like that. And he learned that. But to say that he was the entire system, to say it was just fully Tom Brady alone, JB has to fully disagree with the fact that we're giving Tom Brady all this credit and stuff like that when really Tom Brady, for most of those years, I remember time and time again, the Miami Dolphins used to put him on his behind out there on the football field. He did not look great. You remember that Super Bowl Patriots versus the Rams? You telling me Tom Brady won that one for us? Both times. You telling me Tom Brady won that one for us? Yes, he had some clutch moments. Every time Tom Brady went out there in the Super Bowl and lit it up, what did we do? We lost. Against the Eagles, when he went out there and lit it up, what happened? We still lost. That goes to show without the defense, it was a combination. We have got to get past this, people. We have got to get past this. One man does good, go to another team, and then all of a sudden we're saying, oh, it was him. No, it takes 2 people. Kobe and Shaq, we ruined a good thing when really we've seen both of them can win by themselves, but together, they were a great thing. Just give credit where credit is due. If they're good together, they're good together. I don't care who was 1A, who was 1B. They needed each other at that time. That's like, I go find somebody on the street. He's about 15, 16 years old. He's on my basketball team, right? And so he's out here the second best player and all like that. And then all of a sudden, 3-4 years down the road, he becomes the man. He starts averaging 35 points a game. Are we just going to act like the first couple of championships, it was all him and stuff like that? No. At that time, Bill Belichick was needed. The stuff that Bill did together with him is great. And then you go give him Cam Newton. You want to judge him off of that. Then you give him Mac Jones. I just see an interception the other day that Mac Jones, he just threw it up there. He did not care. So now JB's going to stop it there. JB got off track on that one, but somebody's got to defend Bill Belichick. I see Warren Sapp out there. I mean, this man talking about Bill Belichick, it wasn't the system. Like, no, someone had to keep Tom Brady humble and stuff like that. That's what happens when you let a man take over and stuff like that. What happened in Tampa Bay? He wants to get rid of Bruce Arians. Okay, we get rid of Bruce Arians. What happened? No more Super Bowl. Gone. Why? Because you listen to the superstar, and sometimes superstars mess it up. I've seen LeBron James do it a couple times. Because he's great, he goes to a team, and they're like, what do you think, Brian? Should we bring him in? Should we bring him out? He's like, yeah, I co-signed for Russell Westbrook. Yeah, bring him. He'll work. What happened? destroys the team. So you need sometimes you need a coach that's going to say, no, I'm going to judge everybody the same and keep them disciplined. And that's what Bill Belichick did. He held Tom Brady to a standard, and he kept holding him that. He never was soft on him. So I appreciate everything Bill Belichick did for the Patriots and stuff like that. So to say the Patriot way is dead just because we're bad now, and to give all the credit to Tom Brady, who ran away from us. Ran away from him. You can say all you want. If Tom Brady wanted to stay, he'd be there. He'd be there. If Tom really wanted to stay, he'd be there. He left us and went to greener pastures and stuff like that. Which, do I blame him? No. I don't blame him. Because at that point, his career was going to take a dip. People were saying the same thing about Tom that they're saying about Bill Belichick right now when he was there. I remember those last 2 years. That last interception he threw with us against the Tennessee Titans, people said Tom Brady was done. They said he was washed, that he fell off the cliff that they've been waiting for forever. And they couldn't wait. They couldn't wait until he went to Tampa. Then they're like, okay, we can't bother him now. Let's focus on Bill Belichick then. Let's see what he's doing. We go out there and make the playoffs. He made the playoffs. Who cares? He didn't win. He got blowed out in the playoffs. And then it's like, okay, then we get worse. It's like, oh, he can't even make the playoffs. And so what do you expect? You're a coach. Do you know what a coach does? You sign guys to contract. It's not that easy once they're on a contract to get rid of them. There's a whole salary cap that's involved with that. So, all right. It's been a while since JB went off like that. Been a while since JB went off like that. So, Mike says JB on fire. He said Tom Brady bailed the sinking ship. And so he did. He did. There's no denying it. Think about who we had at that time at receiver for him to throw to. Other than Julian Edelman at that time, who else did we have to throw to? We had Philip Dorsett. Philip Dorsett at wide receiver starting some games. And then Josh Gordon couldn't let it go. He couldn't let it go. So we had nobody. We had some terrible tight ends. I'm talking about some terrible tight ends and all like that during that time as well. So we literally had nobody and stuff like that. So at that point in time, the damage was done. So Tom Brady, excellent way, played it smooth and all like that. Make it seem like it was Bill that didn't really want him there when he knew his best chance to continue to win was to go to greener pastures. If he really wanted to go somewhere and prove something from nothing, why not go to Detroit? Why not go to Detroit at that time? At that time, why not go to Detroit? All right, meanwhile, while JB's talking out here, still no more points on the board. 3 minutes and 37 seconds left. Braden says almost picked. We got Braden giving the play-by-play right now because JB is so fired up. Let's see, Mike says, has Tech more exciting than this 3-0 game? And so, yes. But Johnson almost had that pick. All right, Vikings are going to punt the ball again. Let's see, Christopher says he's back. Welcome back. Let's see, Braden says change of subject is in the Hall of Fame. All right, punts on the way. Braden, to answer your question, someone's going to put him up there. So I'll go ahead and say yes because someone's going to put him up there. So that argument right there, JB's not going to fight that battle. We already know the results. Absolutely. All right, but we are at the commercial now. And just to recap where we're at right now, the Bears are up 3-0 here in the second quarter with 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Braden says that I watched the Iron Bowl. And so I saw like the second half of it. And man, because I was still dealing with my own loss at the time, Braden. So I finally decided to go ahead and tune in later in the game in the second half. And then I'm thinking, okay, I won't be alone. Then bam, that fourth down play happened somehow, some way. It was just, I was just in shock. I was in shock all over again, Braden. Couldn't believe it. Could not believe it. All right, but again, we are at the commercial here. All of a sudden, it's got really hot right now. It has gotten really hot right now. All right, let's see. Let's see. JD says, JB, Tom Brady proved everyone wrong when he went to Tampa. And so, yeah, he did because he gave himself an opportunity. He gave himself an opportunity. We have done that to so many people, whether we're talking athletes, whether we're talking coaches. I remember a time where Damian Lillard, he was like, he's never going to be one of those guys to leave. But everybody keeps talking about you if you don't go out there and win the chip. It doesn't matter how good you do, how good you've done in the past. If you're not doing it now, they're like everything you've done in the past was very fraudulent and like you've got short-term memory. Short-term memory. Meanwhile, DJ Moore picks up 22 yards. They're working the sideline on that one there. That's his fourth catch of the game. He's got 42 yards. And so with 3 minutes and 18 seconds to go here in the second quarter of play, the score is still right now 3-0. Bears up right now. Man. Let's see, Braden says crazy things happen at Jordan Hare. Speaking of crazy things happen, can I finally rely on Christian Watson the rest of the season, Braden? Can I finally rely on that? All right, so here we go. Ball is deflected there. I mean, got to be careful with that one. Got to be careful on that one. If he had any type of hands, he would have caught that. So now we got 2nd and 10 coming up. Chicago with the football from their own 40-yard line. Quick pass. Completed. DJ Moore. He's going to be stopped. Got 3rd down coming up. Braden says, I honestly don't know, LOL. Look, I need him. I was looking at my roster the other day in the other league that I'm in, and the only shot I got to get in would be like the last place one. And since my rival actually lost to somebody else, I just got to win next week, which if I do win, it's because my opponent's that bad. But, man, if we get in there, I've got nobody. So I'm going to have to just go with the guys who had the most potential that's remaining and hope that they reach that potential and start actually playing like they care. And he's one of them. Justin Fields, buying time, almost stumbles, gets away from the guy, and he decides to run on that one for about 3 yards on that one. It's going to bring up 4th down. And we're going to hit the 2-minute warning. Again, the Bears up 3-0, 4th down coming up at the Chicago 44-yard line. Let's see, JJ says, and now people are saying Patrick is better than Brady. No hate to Patrick, but he isn't. He doesn't have the rings or the record. And so I agree with that. Not to say any, no knock on Mahomes, because Mahomes, he's got like that arm, he's got that natural talent there. And I like the kid. I do like the kid. But you're right. There are some things that you just got to go out there and show that consistency over years. You got plenty of time to go out there and stuff like that. You really do. You think about a coach like Andy Reid, for example. Andy Reid, before he was with Patrick Mahomes, never won a Super Bowl. But now he's got Patrick Mahomes, and it's like, okay, I can actually do this. A great coach needs a great quarterback. That's a fact. But yeah, you're right. You're right about that. And not to mention the rule changes. It's kind of like what Brady alluded to as well. A lot of the rules that were back then, I mean, we didn't have as many guys going out there throwing for 4,000 yards passing and stuff like that throughout like maybe the first, 8, 9, 10 years of Tom Brady's career. There was not a lot of guys throwing for 4,000 because the rules just was a lot different back then, so it was a lot harder to do it. But now, since nobody's really scared of getting hit and stuff like that, there is no Ed Reed coming across the middle and stuff like that. So a lot more guys are able to do it. You said Andy Reid was good with the Eagles, and so absolutely, absolutely. I mean, he took the Eagles 4 times to an NFC Championship game, 4 times. But with Donovan McNabb was not able to get it done. Now, if he never had Patrick Mahomes, they would have been talking about him as if he was just one of those coaches that was good, just not good enough. It wasn't until he actually won a Super Bowl that they gave him his flowers. All right, again, we are at the commercial here, but man, 3-0, not going to lie, a primetime matchup with the score being 3-0 right now. I really wish Kirk Cousins was playing right now. I feel like we'd have more points that way. All right, so no return here. And the ball goes into the end zone. Man, these punters are getting worked. Oh yeah, I seen that Carolina also let go Josh McCown. So Josh McCown, I remember a couple years ago back when Houston brought him in for an interview for a head coaching role. They slick wanted to hire him, but was afraid to make that move at that time because the whole Brian Flores situation was certainly bringing close eyes on that situation. If he would have just got the job from being a high school coach the year prior. Who is supposed to be the interim coach for the Carolina Panthers? Now that I think about it, and stuff like that for the rest of the season. So Ty Chandler, he's got 3 carries for 8 yards so far in this one. Again, Vikings right now got to do something here. Let's see what they do. All right, out the shotgun. Dobbs going deep. Gets the completion there to Brandon Powell, who picks up 28 yards there on the catch. Let's go. We need some excitement now. Dobbs in the pocket, throws it, gets the completion, and that's going to be KJ Osborne with the catch and a first down. So Minnesota, 43 seconds remaining here before halftime, trying to get their first points of the game. And again, Minnesota gets the football first in the second half. So they have that to look forward to as well. JJ says, and also Patrick needs Kelsey. Brady can get the ball onto anybody. And so, oh yeah. Throughout most of his career, absolutely. That used to be my argument back when the conversation used to be who was better, Peyton Manning or Tom Brady. And I'd be like, well, Peyton Manning has, Marvin Harrison, Reggie Wayne, Dallas Clark, Brandon Stokely. So he was set. He was set. And I was like, Brady was out there, with the late David Patton, Troy Brown, Deion Branch. Good guys, but not same level as what Peyton had. Meanwhile, past there to Hawkinson, and Hawkinson, he just can't get a break here. But we got a penalty again. Oh, man, all I'm seeing is punts and penalties tonight. Punts and penalties. Why didn't y'all warn JB that this was going to be the case? I should have known. That's defensive pass interference, though, against Kyler Gordon. So another penalty here against the Bears. All right, so here we go. After that penalty, now we've got a first down. 6 penalties so far against the Bears, totaling 71 yards. No penalties so far against the Vikings. See if it goes in motion. Play fake. Dobbs. Feeling the rush. Trying to get away. There's already a penalty here. And just fling the ball up there. What's going on, guys? What is going on? All right, and again, we've got 11 votes on the poll, so be sure to cast your vote on the poll here in this one. How about I say, this can't also be against. Referees are making a strong case for the MVP of this game because they are the ones determining the outcome right now. They're going to call the intentional grounding there. 2 penalties there. But they're going to go with the intentional grounding against Joshua Dobbs there. All right, so that's going to back them up. It's going to back them up all the way to about the 27-yard line. So now they've got some work to do here. 2nd and 24. They're going to go 5 wide. Bears are showing pressure. Dobbs. They're around him. But somehow he's slithering away here and able to throw that one away. I thought they were going to get him for the sack, but he found a way to get away and just throw that one away. Let's see. JJ says, JJ to the Bengals. What do you think? And so to the Bengals, I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. Now, it would be insane, but I don't see it. All right, so we got 3rd and 24. Again, Dobbs so far 7 of 13 for 53 yards, 2 interceptions. Gets the snap, throws this one to the back. Let's see what Madison can do. And Madison, they're going to pick up about 11 yards there with 4th down coming up. So they'll call a timeout and bring out the field goal unit. Let's see, Christopher said, okay, what did I miss? Christopher, you literally missed just about nothing here. Nothing is really taking place here. It's been a repeat, like a sad song stuck on replay. It's just no offense, a bunch of penalties. Vikings threw 2 interceptions here, but the Bears keep getting called for penalties. But at least now Minnesota's going to bring out their field goal kicker so they can go ahead and tie this one up. And at this rate, we may be a quarter and a half away from someone else scoring again. All right, so Greg with the leg. Joseph coming out for the field goal attempt. This will be a 34-yard field goal attempt to try to tie things up here at the half. All right, let's see. Kick is up, and kick is good. Give that kicker 3 points right now. All right, so our score right now, Vikings 3, Bears 3, and we're at halftime. JJ says good. And so, but yeah, Christopher, wasn't much missed there because quite frankly, Josh Dobbs, he's 8 of 14, 64 yards, 2 interceptions so far. Justin Fields, 17 of 22 for 135 yards. He's also got 4 carries for 21 yards so far in this one. Let's see, Christopher says, I saw stuff on TV. Did you see that catch? And so, which one? Let's see. It's not like there's a lot of big plays in this one here, but again, to be tied up 3-3, I'm just amazed right now the Chicago Bears, they have so much, time with the football, but all they have right now is 3 points to show for it. 3 points to show for it. Lewis, are you still there? Are you still there, Lewis? I know Lewis took the over in this one. This is the kind of game that gives you a migraine if you took the over. It's like, are you guys even trying? Hopefully in the second half, though, if we can get some big plays to Jordan Addison, that'll be big. But the biggest play that we had so far in this one came by means of Brandon Powell, at least for the Vikings, for 28 yards on that catch. Lewis says he needs 36 points. He says no biggie, just 36 points. Whew. Talk about a mountain to climb right there, Lewis. Talk about that. Christopher says the Bears suck. Oh, man, we are all tied up 3-3. I can't believe this. I mean, I'm not super shocked from the Bears, but the Vikings too? 3-3? Insanity. Insanity. Who do you guys want to potentially be considered for the Carolina Panthers head coaching job? If you guys have any candidates that you feel to be a good choice, let me know in the chat if you got your eyes on somebody. I tell you what, though, Mike, if you're still there, Mike, you do not, believe me, you do not want Bill O'Brien to come to Carolina as the offensive coordinator, because it would take a fool to hire him as a head coach. But as an offensive coordinator, just because he worked with Bryce Young in the past, that will not work. That will not work. So if Carolina's thinking about that, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Let's see. Christopher said that one you just said it. And so yeah, that 28-yard catch by Brandon Powell. So yeah, that was a nice throw there. That was a nice throw, a nice catch there. But outside of that, it's been quiet. It has been quiet. So let's see. JJ says TJ, JB. All right, so let's take a look ahead here to this upcoming week. So obviously Thursday, we've got the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys to look forward to. You guys let me know, who do you think wins that matchup, and give me your final score here in the chat. So type your final score and who you have winning. Again, the matchup Thursday Night Football, Seahawks versus the Cowboys. Let's see, RC says, JB, how about you, Coach Carolina? And so I don't know about that. Y'all send me over there to North Carolina. Is that really a good idea? Send JB there. I mean, of course I'll take it. But I don't know. Bryce Young right now, he's throwing all them short passes. It's going to irk me. My offense will probably look a little bit like Bruce Arians, in which I wanted to stretch the ball, go deep, just air it out, and he's not going to do that. So, but no, probably not the best. I would just be an extension, basically, of Bill Belichick's coaching tree, and you guys know how that works. Lewis says, I really believe Fields is a better fit in Atlanta. I would love to see Justin Fields go to Atlanta. I would love it. I want that to happen. I really do. I would love to see that. It'd be exciting. People here still talk about the days of Mike Vick and stuff like that. They just disregard everything that Matt Ryan has done and stuff like that. I said here as if I'm still in Georgia. But people over there, they're still talking about the days of the Mike Vick. You go to the barbers over there, they want to talk about Mike Vick. They don't want to talk about Matt Ryan. They want to talk about Mike Vick. So, yeah, so that would be exciting there. That would be exciting to see him over there, especially in the right situation, right coach and stuff like that. That would be great. JJ says Fields to the Patriots. No. We're good. I love Justin Fields, so I want to see him actually succeed. And obviously the Patriots are my team. So no. I can't let that happen. I can't let that happen for both. To protect both, I can't let that happen. Cannot let that happen. I would personally like to see, and I know this is, it wouldn't make a difference, but I would like to see Zach Wilson move on from the Jets Go be a backup at Kansas City and just learn, from Andy Reid for some years. Like I'm talking about, we just don't hear about him. Let him become the next Chad Henne and stuff like that, But for his sake, let him just go and sit behind Mahomes and just look at what a quarterback does and have Andy Reid there to coach him and stuff like that. And just learn how to hold a clipboard. Because right now, that's the best he can do. That's the best he can do if you want to continue to collect a check at this level. Let's see, JD says Mac Jones sucks, sorry. And so, yes. Terrible, terrible, terrible. But Mac Jones is worse now than he was as a rookie. So that tells me we did not put the pieces around him to help him succeed. Ever since Josh McDaniels left and we put Matt Patricia there, messed him up. Messed him up. And at some point, when a quarterback just gets damaged, like, there's no coming back from that. There's no coming back from that at that point. Like, when you ruin a quarterback more times than not, he doesn't recover. He doesn't recover. It's a shut case. It's a shut case. And if Brian DeBoll is smart down there in New York, he'll move on from Daniel Jones. If he's smart, he will move on from Daniel Jones. You say Jacoby Myers left, and so yes, my man left for the money, and I was so happy for him. I was so happy for him, and stuff like that. And now he gets to be in a situation where it's working out for him. It's working out for him. Absolutely. Let him walk. Brought in Juju Smith-Schuster, who's done absolutely nothing at all. At all. So then you went ahead and re-signed Devontae Parker. Sad days. Sad days. I wonder what's the NFL record for consecutive starts that a quarterback got benched and stuff like that. Because I'm pretty sure Mac Jones is going for that record. And he's going to have that record. Absolutely. All right, but let's see. For me, I say Cowboys will win that matchup there against the Seahawks. Final score being Dallas. I'll say Dallas 34, Seahawks. I'll give them 34 to 20. I'll be nice. 34-20. 34-20. I'll give them that. Probably score like a late touchdown or something like that to get it to that point. All right, let's see. Next up, the Chargers versus the Patriots. What do you guys think about that one? Chargers versus the Patriots in that matchup. Only good news for that one is that, hey, JB's got his fantasy quarterback there, so it should be an okay matchup. An okay matchup for him. All right, let's see. Yeah, I got Chargers winning that one. JJ says worst quarterback in the league is Bryce Young. And so you said Bryce Young is worse than Mac Jones currently? Oh wow, maybe I need to watch more Bryce. Maybe I need to watch more Bryce Young tape then and see if it just makes me cringe more than when I watch Mac Jones. So I may need to check that out. Absolutely. Let's see. Christopher says nah, and so yeah, I'm like I need to. I'm like maybe I'm not watching enough of Bryce Young if that's being thrown out there. Yeah, I need Jordan Addison to have a big second half. Can he do that for me? Like all I need from him is really just maybe like one big play for like 40 yards from Jordan Addison. That's all I need. JJ says the Panthers are getting blown out by your Buccaneers. And so, Baker Mayfield. I needed Baker Mayfield to throw the ball 5 more times, and JB would have been able to cash in on his player props for a pick 5, which would have been very, very nice. But the only person that didn't do it was Baker Mayfield, because somehow being down 2 touchdowns, he didn't throw the ball as much as I thought he was going to throw the ball. So that hurt. Let's see. RC says JB 138 to 94. Let's see. Christopher said that the Ravens win. And so the Baltimore Ravens, they did win. They did win. The final score of that matchup was, let me look and see real quick what the final score was for that one, because I totally forgot what the final score was. But yeah, Baltimore won that one 20 to 10. Yeah, they won that one 20 to 10. At least we had some touchdowns in that one. We got 20 to 10. All right. All right, so let's see. And so Eric, what's good with you? Let's see. JJ says, I'm sorry for the loss, JB, for your Patriots. And so, yeah, that loss, it helps us, in terms of potentially for the draft, but it still sucks. Still sucks. Takes some time getting used to, honestly. But I appreciate that. All right, but third quarter about to be on the way. Kickoff here. Let's see if we get a return. Let's see how this plays. So Joshua Dobbs and company. Let's see what he does on this. Feeds it to the back. And oh man, look at that. Alexander Madison there takes it all the way to about the 46-yard line. He picks up 21 yards there on the carry. Wow. How about that? Big time play. Big time play. And that's exactly what they needed. All right, so here we go. 1st and 10 for the Minnesota Vikings with Joshua Dobbs up under center, multiple tight ends, 2 receivers, 1 back in the backfield from their own 46-yard line. Play fake. Dobbs looking. Dobbs feeling the pressure. They got him. Brought him down for the sack. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. They got him. All right, so 2nd and 18 for the Minnesota Vikings. Looking, throws it short. Gets the completion there to Hawkinson for 7 yards. Third down coming up. JJ says he knows the feeling. And so, yeah, JB's knowing it way too much. Way too much. All right, so we got 3rd and 11. 13 minutes to go here in the third quarter. We're all tied up 3-3. Bears sending pressure. Dobbs trying to throw it. Gets the completion there to Hawkinson, and Hawkinson's going to pick up about 4 yards on the play before he's pushed out of bounds. And fourth down is coming up. All right, so here we go. Fourth down, they're actually going to go for it here. Okay, Dobbs looking, throws it, gets the catch, but he's going to be short. He's going to be short, so it's going to be Chicago with the football. You roll the dice, and you just fell short. Oh, man, you got to get those extra yards or two. You just got to do it. It's what you do. RC says, JB is so cold. If someone offers me ice cream, I'll be ready to fight them. Man, that sounds like you're locked in a freezer right there. And all Joshua Dobbs can do is just look to the sideline and just. This is frustrating right here. This is frustrating. But we are currently right now at commercials. All right, against the commercial here. Lewis says, loving the defensive game. And so, man, Lewis, I am not going to lie. The moment that JB stopped the rant, it was like, wait a minute. This game is really just 3-3. It's like, what's going on? Like, I'm starting to feel like when it was last year, the Colts and the Broncos and stuff like that playing. I'm like, oh, no, this is bad. It's one of those types. This is real bad. I'm like, somebody can save this game. Somebody can save this game. I mean, yeah, he tried to reach out for it, but he's already, like, pretty much out of bounds. Already out of bounds at that point. All right, Fields looking, moving around, trying to avoid the rush. Look at that speed right there, and just throws this one away. Just using his legs in the way, but only he can. Lewis says, you lost the first quarter, but going to enjoy the defensive battle now. I'm really shocked you didn't take the under on this one, Lewis. I almost would have bet for a fact that you would have taken the under on this one. But yeah, Justin Fields running around in that time, just threw it away. Just threw it away. 2nd and 10 coming up. Out of the shotgun, multiple tight ends on the play. They're going to feed it to Roschon Johnson, and he is going to pick up 7 yards there on the carry. He's got 3 carries for 15 yards today. Again, we're here in the 3rd quarter with about 11 minutes and 40 seconds to go. All right, so here we go, 3rd and 3. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers, 2 tight ends, 1 back. Gives it to the back, and he is going to pick up the 1st down. They picked up 4 yards there on the carry. He's got 4 carries for 19 yards so far here. Roschon Johnson trying to carve out a role here today. With 10 minutes and 48 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. Play fake, Fields looking. Threw that one incomplete. All right, we got 2nd down coming up, 2nd and 10. All right, so Lewis is just enjoying the defensive game here. Yeah, tosses it again, and look at that. He picks up 5 yards on the carry there, so now he's got 5 carries for 24 yards, and they are just running Johnson right now. 3rd down coming up. All right, so with 3rd and 5 in the shotgun. Fields runs up the middle. Then he slides after picking up 10 yards there on the carry. All right, so again, JB's like, just get us some points. Get us some points, please. Again, Fields 17 of 24 for 135 yards, also 31 yards on the ground. Gives the ball to Khalil Herbert, and he's going to pick up 2 yards on the carry. He's got 4 carries for 13 yards so far in this one. With 9 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. All right, so we got 2nd and 8 coming up here. I'm about the Minnesota 27-yard line. 2 receivers, 2 tight ends, 1 back. Quick pass completed. DJ Moore turns that into a 6-yard pickup. That's going to make it 3rd and short. So 3rd and 2 coming up at the Minnesota 21-yard line. Eight minutes left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Quick pass again, and Moore going to get back to the line of scrimmage there. 4th down coming up. So 4th and 2 here in the third quarter, about 7 minutes and 35 seconds to go, and that will bring out the field goal unit in the battle of the kickers today. All right, 39-yard field goal attempt coming up. All right, kick is up, and the kick is good. So Bears reclaim the lead here, 6-3. And now we'll see what Minnesota does here in the third quarter with about 6 minutes and 59 seconds to go here in the third. I was about to say, are the football players yawning too? Oh, man. Lewis. You put your team in a primetime matchup, and now it's the battle of the field goal kickers, really? And so Lewis says, yay. Oh, man, Lewis, I'm about to check the schedule, see if you guys are on any more primetime matchups here. And just disregard those. This is this is brutal. This is brutal. This is brutal. Lewis says this offensive coordinator should have been fired long time ago. It's overdue. It's overdue. JB will do it himself right now if he could. Give us some excitement, man. Something. Right, but again, we're here at the commercial. Lewis says, all he calls is wide receiver screens. And so, yes, let me be the offensive coordinator, Lewis. Let me do it. Let me do it. We're removing all screen plays out of the playbook. We'll save that for like the universities, all right? If Baylor wants to run that, that's one thing. We're not running that. Christopher says, hi, welcome. Lewis says, I can call a better game. And so, yes, something. Give us something. Yeah, but we'll see what the Minnesota Vikings do here this time out. Again, here in the third quarter with 6 minutes and 59 seconds to go. Kick on the way. Into the end zone. Lewis says he can create plays even on a hangover. Matter of fact, Lewis said he'll take an Iowa offensive coordinator right now and call it an upgrade. He says he'll do that right now. Christopher says, no wonder has sorted. Yeah, that was a good reception on that one. All right, so they're going to hand the ball here to Alexander Madison, and Madison's fighting forward here, doing his very best here. Picks up 7 yards on that carry. 2nd and 3 coming up. Let's see. RC says JB calls speed, golf, and monster trucks racing. And so JB hasn't quite gone to that just yet. Oh man, Alexander Madison just went over that player prop line for me. All right, 2nd and 3. Feeds it to Madison. Madison off the right side here, providing some type of spark here. Picks up 11 yards on the play. I say continue to run the hot hand. Braden says, are we talking about tennis? We surely are not, Braden. We surely are not. All right, they shift the tight ends. Addison goes in motion. Feeds it to him, picks up a yard on the play. Christopher said, scored, sorry, man. He said, scored, sorry, many can score. And so, yeah, we can certainly use a score here. We can certainly use one here. At any point today, on 2nd and 9, they got JB struggling over here. All right, so 2nd and 9. Addison goes in motion. Dobbs throws it incomplete. All right, so we got 3rd and 9 coming up. All right, again, 12 votes on the poll here with the Vikings leading the poll. 58% choosing Minnesota to win this one. We're all, well, actually the Bears are leading this one 6-3. Vikings are 0 for 5 on 3rd down so far. Let's see if Dobbs changes that here. Throws it, gets the catch. Let's see what they mark him at. Should be a first. What? Incomplete? Are you kidding me? Wow. All right, so clearly I made the right decision not starting Jordan Addison this week. That was the right call in fantasy. Oh, wait a minute. There's going to be a penalty here. Okay. Defensive holding. Oh, yeah, he's out there grabbing them, just grabbing them. Yeah, that's not going to fly. RC said, an ugly man at the bar can score more than this. Meanwhile, Ham, he says, I'll do it myself, but he loses a yard on the play with that completion. So 2nd and 11 coming up, and right now they're moving in the wrong direction. I at least need a field goal attempt on this drive if I can just get that. And so, Fat Lips Jr., what's good with you? He said Jefferson was running full speed sprints and cut 3 weeks ago. So glad he's sitting out. I bet they trade him away. Oh, man. We certainly can use some JJ out here today. That much I know. Short pass there to Jordan Addison. He's got 3 catches for 14 yards today. 3rd and 6 coming up. 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. All right, so out of the shotgun, Chandler goes in motion. Dobbs looking. Dobbs gonna throw it short to him. Got to make a tackle. Oh, and he does. And he does. 2 yards shy of that 1st down marker. RC says he's seen more offense in soccer games. RC says hashtag not impressed. Not impressed. Yeah, absolutely. All right, so 4th and 3 here. They're going to go for it again here on 4th down. Shotgun formation. Dobbs in the pocket. Throws it. And a ball. Intercepted. Once again, it's off a receiver. Once again, it's intercepted. I don't know what's going on right now, but man, at some point, the post office is going to write him and say, bruh, stop sending all these gifts. RC says, JB, I was watching New Orleans versus Utah. They just went to halftime. And so, okay, what was the score with them? What was the score with them? Hey, Lewis is like, bear down. He's like, bear down. Oh, man. But again, we're at the commercial here. Lewis says, I'm enjoying this defense like Braden enjoys Iowa. If that's the case, then, then you are really enjoying this game, really enjoying it. All right, again, still here at the commercial here. Let's see, Reggie says what happened. And so, yeah, Reggie, so right now, last we've seen out there was an interception. Another interception. Minnesota Vikings turn the ball over again. So now Chicago Bears coming back out here once we get back in the commercial here shortly, which is almost going back here. But, man, absolutely insane. But we are in the third quarter with about 2 minutes and 39 seconds left to go. So now we've got Justin Fields here. Let's see what he does. Fakes it to the back, and Fields can keep it himself here, and he's going to run and pick up about 13 yards on the play. Lewis says, I just want to see one exciting play from Fields. He's like, Fields, do something. Got to do something before do something. That's what they say. He's like, I'm going to need you to do something for me. Can you do something for me? All right, got a fullback in the backfield. Toss it to the back here. And Johnson takes it all the way to about midfield here. All right, so here we go, 2nd and 4. Fields gives it to Johnson, and Johnson's going to pick up a yard on the play. 3rd down coming up. At this point, just use his legs. Just lose his legs. RC says, well, on the plus side, at least JB hasn't fallen asleep during this high-maintenance offense shootout. And so, yes, absolutely. Doing my best, RC, doing my best. I have yawned probably for a record amount of times though since halftime. All right, we got 3rd and 3. Fields throws it, gets the completion here to DJ Moore. All right, so that should take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. So let's but let that quarter run out. Let that quarter run out, please. Just let it run out. Let's see. Reggie says, I have fallen. Number 3, Wilson will have a breakout game. You say 4 touchdowns. Okay, by the air, you say you're feeling Denver 44 or whatever to who they play next. Reggie, that's a bold statement right there. Pass completed there to the tight end. Tight end just brought down after picking up about 4 yards on the play, and that will take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. And at the end of the 3rd quarter, it's the Bears who lead this one 6-3. Let's see. RT says, JB, now you sound like Drake. 21, can you do something for me? Yes. I'm like, anyone, can you do something for me? And so, but Reggie says he can see into the future. He says Braden's not the only one that can see into the future here. All these futuristic minds out here. Oh, man. All right, so JB went ahead and made his decisions here. All right, so I just need both teams to just run the ball, give up from passing the ball, just run the ball, run some clock. This is a low-scoring game. Just run the ball. That's it. I give up. Just run the ball. Yeah, Justin Fields, just go out there and run the ball. That's all you got to do. All right, and again, it's the end of the 3rd quarter. And the next live stream will take place on Thursday. So we'll have a couple days off, but on Thursday will be the next one. And again, that's the Seattle Seahawks versus the Dallas Cowboys, that one. And so that will be JB's next stream. Again, I haven't set it up just yet, but that will be my next stream. All right, so 2nd and 6 coming up here for the Chicago Bears. Gonna give it to the back. Ooh, Johnson brought down there for a loss on the play. He lost 2 yards there on the carry. He's got 8 carries for 29 yards so far in this one. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 8 situation from the Minnesota 37-yard line. All right, so here we go from the shotgun. Vikings, they're showing pressure. And they send pressure too. Incomplete. Excellent job there by the corner that time there, because that was a good throw there. That was a good throw considering the pressure there. Gave this guy an opportunity, but Murph Dog said no. That's not happening on his watch. Not on his watch. All right, so just going to bring out a little bit of excitement here. 55-yard field goal attempt here. Let's see if we can convert on this. Let's see, kick is on the way from 55 yards out, and it's good. It's good. He cashes in on 3 points there. 9-3 is our score so far in this one. Lewis says, yes, he'll drink to that. He will drink to that. He'll take those 3 points. How many more points you need now, Lewis? Oh, man. But nah, Lewis, we got you on the wrong streak. We got to get you back on the other streak. Got to get you back with some W's here. Lewis says, a little bit of excitement. Yes. Yes, a little bit of excitement. Christopher says, I got to see you Thursday. And so, yes, absolutely. Thursday will be that next stream. And so, Thursday night football. And I'll get that set up sometime on the latest, sometime early Thursday, but most likely by Wednesday. But definitely check, see if any alerts or anything like that come up when I do set up the streams. Because normally I don't do Fridays, but I'll be doing Fridays I believe this week, unless fatigue kicks in. But I'll be doing it this week, next week as well, with all these bowl games and stuff like that coming up. Oh man, once we start getting to bowl season, oh man, it's gonna be a lot of streams during that time. Ooh, man. I gotta talk to Roger Goodell after this. Somebody put Roger on the phone. I gotta speak with Roger about this. He can't keep doing this to me. He can't keep doing this to me. It's supposed to be the primetime matchup here. Why was it not the Eagles and Bills? Heck, I would have taken the Jaguars and Texans, honestly. Oh, man. All right, and again, just waiting to get back in the commercial. All right, so the Bears kick things off, and we're going to get no return on this one. So now, with the Bears up 9-3 here, what will Minnesota do? Things were looking good a couple weeks ago, but now they're going to be a little bit concerned right now. They're 6-5, a loss right now could move to 6-6. Got to be concerned. RC says this is a dang baseball score. Lewis says Georgia versus Bama Saturday. Yes. Yes. Georgia versus Bama. Yes. What time is that game actually in Eastern time? Anybody can share with us. Meanwhile, Addison gets the catch. Picks up 5 yards there. We got 2nd and 5 coming up for the Minnesota 30-yard line. But yeah, it's a good thing for me to go ahead and just look that up right now, but we got 2nd and 4 coming up. But there is an injured Bears player out there on the field. Let's see. Uneducated Sports Talk. What's good with you? And he says, what up, brother? You said, what a barn burner we got going on. LOL. And so, uneducated. My goodness. I appreciate you coming through, man. Bringing the lifeboat here. Throwing out the life jacket for JB right now. Because, man, this is, as you mentioned, quite the barn burner here. Let's see. Lewis says 3. And so we've got Daniel here, part of the UST raid. What's good with you? What's good with you guys? How are you doing? Absolutely, yes. Honestly, this is the biggest play that we've had all game. And we've got Vegan here. What's good with you? UST Raid in the house. Yes. How are you doing, everybody? All right, for the Minnesota Vikings here, 2nd and 4. Addison goes in motion. Chandler in the backfield. Feeds it to him. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down coming up. So we got 3rd and 5 coming up here for Minnesota Vikings, in which 9-3 is the score right now. I mean, we're just looking for a big play or something. RC says, UST, let's go. You say, let's yo, be right over. Yes. But I appreciate you guys for coming through. You guys, the real MVPs. All right, 3rd and 5. Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd down there. 0 of 6 so far today. Gets the snap. Dobbs looking, throws it. That's going to be, that's going to be completed right there to Jordan Addison. He's having to work for those yards today. He's having to work for it. He's got 5 catches for 25 yards. He is having to put in some work today. 12 minutes and 45 seconds to go here in the 4th quarter. So with a fresh new set of downs, Dobbs looking, throw. Oh, is it a pick? Is it a pick? Is it a pick? Oh my goodness. Is it another one? Another one. Wow. Another one. Oh man, Dobbs. It ain't Turkey Day no more. Why we feeding the defense so much? Oh my goodness. Yo, what's going on with Minnesota right now? First of all, that was an ugly looking pass. It hit his helmet on the way. Second, oh my goodness. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. Wow. Lewis says INT. He says defense. There you go. RC says still here, JB. I appreciate it. You guys are the life support that's keeping this stream up and running right now. All right, 1st and 10 for the Bears. They're going to run the ball in. Johnson there. Picked up about 3 yards on the play. 2nd and 7 coming up. And I need the Bears to do me a solid right now. JB's looking at his player props right now. I need them to continuously run this ball right now and take some clock off. JB is solid. All right, so we got 2nd and 7 here. Johnson in the backfield. They feed it to him again. And this time he picks up another 3 yards. Okay, 3rd and 4 coming up. All right, Justin Fields, I need you to scramble for a 1st down here. Don't throw it. Scramble it for a 1st down here. All right, so we got 3rd and 4. Yeah, Minnesota's looking stoned out there. I mean, what's going on? All right, but we're 3rd and 4 here. Looking, throws this one and gets the completion there to Darrell Mooney. All right, so that's going to ruin JB's player props there. Thanks a lot. Yep, did not need that pass to go to Darrell Mooney. Dang it, I knew that was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen. The moment I took the under on him, they were going to throw it to him. RC said, Bears coach Matt Needy lose. Matt Needa lose. Toss it here to Johnson, and Johnson gets back to the line of scrimmage here. No gain. Dang, there's always that one guy that just messes it all up for everybody. All right, so here we go, 2nd and 10. Under 10 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. Fields gonna run. He lost the ball. He lost the ball. Oh man, I feel like that's his signature play to fumble that ball. He lost the ball. Anytime they're up and it's a close game, he fumbles the ball. I told Mr. JB earlier today when I was talking about Justin Fields, I was like, he has a tendency when his team is up late in the game in the 4th quarter to fumble the ball. And that's exactly what he did. That's exactly what he went out there and did. Fumbled the ball, lost possession of it. My goodness, Justin Fields, my goodness. Hashtag do better. JV's just shaking his head right now. Just shaking my head right now. Lewis says, well, that's the exciting play for Fields, a fumble. Yeah, keeps it interesting, I guess. Keeps it interesting. I mean, he couldn't have did that before deciding to throw the ball to Darryl Mooney and messing up JB's play. He couldn't have did that before then. Ugh. Lewis says, bring in Bacon. Hey, why not? Why not? Nah, but Bajent, nah, just messing with Fields there. But he got to learn to protect that ball. He's trying to do the most. He's trying to do the most. All right, let's see. All right, so again, just waiting to get back here from the commercial. But yeah, another fumble, another one. At some point, he's got to learn. At some point, the kid's got to learn. At some point, he's got to learn. All right, 1st and 10. Feeds it to the back. Back going nowhere. All right, let's see. Play fake. Dobbs. Gonna run it. Ooh, he got hit while he slid on that one. 3rd down coming up. Picked up 7 yards on the scramble. Lewis, he's like, bring in the replacement now. He's like, right now. All right, here we go. Shotgun. Throws it. Gets the completion of Brandon Powell. He's been a little spark in this one. And believe me, we take sparks. So sparks right now, they feel like thunderbolts at this moment. So we will take that. Okay, I see you, Joshua Dobbs. I see you. Lewis says another 4th quarter collapse coming. He says another one. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. But you never know. It could be. It very well could be. At 1st and 10. Play fake. Dobbs stepping up. Oh, he's chunking this one. Oh my goodness. He was out of bounds though. Oh man, incomplete. Oh man. Jordan Addison, what are you doing? That would have cashed it for JB. JB's mad about that. We got an injured Bears player out there on the field though. That is insane. Yeah, that's one that Dobbs know you got to hit that one, baby. You got to hit that one. You got to hit that one. That hurts. All right, so that's going to go ahead and take us to the commercial here. All right. And again, we're at the commercial. Let's see, Brandon says we got DJ Khaled in here. Yes. Yes. Oh, man. Braden. What are we to do? He said, who's getting in the playoff, JB? And so, oh, man, when it comes to who's getting in the playoffs, for the AFC or NFC first, which one we want first? Because AFC got Chiefs, got the Ravens, and I'll even throw in the Steelers as well as of right now, although hate to say it, but I feel that way. Dolphins will be in there. What division am I leaving out here? Oh, Jaguars will be in there. I think Houston finds a way to get in there. The way they've been playing, it'll be a fight all the way down to the last game, but I think they find a way to squeeze in there this year. Let's see. Oh, you could have told me ahead of time there, Brady. You could have told me ahead of time there. Well, Georgia, Michigan, I think Washington gets in there as well. And then I'm going to go ahead and say, I think actually, I still feel like Oregon finds a way to get in there, which means Florida State would have to lose and stuff like that. So I'm going to go ahead and say Oregon because I feel like even though Oregon lost to Washington, they get a rematch. So Oregon beats them this time. So basically they cancel each other out in terms of like the wins and losses. So I'm going to go ahead and say those four. I'll say those four. Oh snap! What is JB doing? JB's got to make a pick here. What is JB doing? Oh dang it! Oh, how about that? So it was actually a catch. Okay, so they overturned that one. I'm sorry, that was incomplete. Incomplete. JB's tripping. JB looked away for 2 seconds, and now he's lost. Lewis says he wants to see Georgia versus Iowa. Is that the matchup we all want to see? Let us know. Is that the matchup we all want to see, that we're all rooting for secretly when nobody's around? That's what we're hoping for. Oh, man. Come on, please let me get my picks in. Let me get my picks in. You say you don't think Washington gets in if they lose, sadly? And so, okay. I mean, in that scenario, that would mean that I would have Florida State losing in their conference championship game, because obviously you can't just overlook them until they lose. So that would mean that if they were, I would have them basically losing their conference championship game in shocking fashion. And so Braden says yes. He says that's what everybody wants. The public has spoken. Oh, dang it, I was so close to. All right, so they're going to give me one last opportunity. I've got to make this one count. All right, then who else? Who else? It's too much time. 1 second, guys. I'm trying to get this last play in real quick. So 1 second. Gotta make it count. Yeah, let's go with that. All right. Accept. Play it. Kidding me? What the hell? All right, so we're gonna run the ball here. Hate that when they do that to JB. They're always trying to mess with JB on this one. Lewis says a replay of tonight's game. But yeah, JB's just trying to get this last pick in, but they won't let JB be great. They won't let JB be great. I don't like that. Let JB be great. All right, but we got 2nd and 5 here for the Vikings at the Bears 33-yard line. Dobbs throws it, gets the completion there to Hawkinson, and that's a first down. You already know. Uh-oh. All right, let us see. Is this the play that we want? Is there no other options? I think that's all I got. All right, 6 minutes and 16 seconds to go. Let's see, 14 votes. Vikings leading the poll right now. 57% choosing the Vikings here. Was an injured player out there previously, but hey, they're inside the red zone here, so this might be what we were looking for. This could be. This very well could be. And that's the kid from Penn State there that's injured on that one. All right, so here we go, 1st and 10. Dobbs looking. Dobbs throws it, and that's going to be a touchdown to Hawkinson. So wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. We just got a touchdown, guys. We actually got a touchdown. How about that? How about that? Wow. Lewis says, a replay of tonight's game. How about that? Yo. So now the extra point, the ever so important extra point is good. That's going to make this game 10-9. So how about that for Minnesota? How about that? He said, well, the streak at 5, 29-10. That's not the streak we want. That is not the streak we want right there. Oh, no. All right, so for now, JB will have to back out. Wasn't able to get it in time. They refused to let JB get it in. All right, but Joshua Dobbs says he saves his best work for last, and so let's see if the Bears can respond here. 5 minutes and 54 seconds left to go. When in doubt, look for Hawkinson. But yeah, Lewis, that's not the streak we want right there. Not the streak we want at all. That number 30 has been very elusive. Braden says, you lost 5 straight, Lewis? Yes, he's lost 5 straight. I don't know what's going on. It's almost like ever since he laughed at the Packers for losing on a primetime matchup, he's been losing since. All right, so what does JB still need to try to salvage the day? All right, so other than Justin Fields to not throw the ball so much, man, if only Jordan Addison could have got me like 7 more yards, that would have helped. All right, so they're going to run the ball. Gets the first down, Khalil Herbert. Picked up 8 yards on that carry with 5 minutes and 42 seconds to go here in the fourth. Second down coming up. Bears down by 1 point, 10-9. Braden says that is true. Lewis says, Braden, I need November to end. Me and Lewis both. November has just been a month to not remember. All right, 2nd and 2. Out of the shotgun. Feeds it to Herbert. Gets the first down. Picked up 3 yards on the carry. He's got 6 carries, 24 yards. Braden says, you'll get hot again, Lewis. Lewis says, not if his account keeps taking an L like this, though. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 from the shotgun. Throws that. Gets it completed to DJ Moore. 4 yards on the play. 4 minutes and 35 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. Again, 2nd and 6 coming up. Lewis says, Braden, I will. He says, believe it. Believe it. Right here on 2nd and 6. And oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What a tackle there for a loss of 4 yards on the play. Uh-oh. Let's see, Lewis has been messing around with the overs. And so, yeah, you've been taking some risk. You've been taking some real risk out here. Fields gonna run it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Put him to sleep with that one. I can't believe it, Fields. What are you doing, son? How many times are you gonna fumble the ball before you figure it out? Stop that. Slide. Something. Don't take on the contact. Bruh, what is he doing? I tell you what. I tell you what. Next time I'm taking an over on 1.5 fumbles for this man. Like this is outrageous right here. I can't believe it. This man acting like the first year that Madden realized that Lamar Jackson was just a threat, so they decided to go ahead and make him fumble every time he got hit and stuff like that on that one Madden. I forget what year it was, but man, this is look what is he doing, bruh? You're trying to be Superman. How about just be a regular man? Hold on to the ball, bruh. What you doing? You already fumbled, man. You already fumbled. You can't be out here averaging 3+ fumbles a game, bro. What is he doing? I mean, this is an everyday occurrence when the Bears when they need him the most. This is why they trying to replace you. Alexander Madison, he picks up. Well, he got back to the line of scrimmage on that carry. He's got 9 carries, 51 yards. 3 minutes and 14 seconds remaining. Man, this is. I can't believe it. I'm flabbergasted with this. You say this loss helps the drive? Just throw a quick little pass to get a first down to Jordan Addison. Let's do that. Let's do that for JB. Just a quick little pass there. Give me a good little 7 more yards here, and then we can run out this clock. How about we do that for JB? Gives it to the back. All right, picks up a yard here. 3rd down coming up. Yeah, throw this one to Jordan Addison. Do that for JB. And let's get this first down to Jordan Addison. And even if we did get a field goal, it still wouldn't help JB the way he needs it to. Yeah, Joshua Dobbs now, he known to get a little hot in that 4th quarter now. I've seen it. It has cost JB. Dobbs throws this one. It's completed to Powell. He's going to lose a yard there. So ignores JB's advice to throw it to Jordan Addison. Okay. Everybody's out here throwing screens. Man, y'all get paid millions of dollars to throw some screens here on an important 3rd and long. All right, 2 minutes and 36 seconds to go. We still got the 2-minute warning. Vikings with all 3 timeouts. Bears with none, as they called their final timeout. Yep, and they're just going to go ahead and take the penalty there. All right. Yeah, it's going to take a day or two to recover from how this stream took like 3 quarters before we finally Got a touchdown by the Vikings late in the fourth quarter. That was something else. All right, they punt the ball. All right, so let's see how this one plays out. We will see how this ends. All right, I slick need the Vikings to get a quick stop here for me. Fields moving, Fields looking, Fields throws it and gets the completion there. DJ Moore. All right, I think that's a good number to end it on. Trying to hurry him up. When they're on 38-yard line, 4 seconds until the 2-minute warning. Let's go to the 2-minute warning. Yeah, I need the Vikings defense to make a play. Lewis says next 3 plays for the Bears offense: receiver screen, receiver screen, receiver screen. Can't be telling the defense what's coming, Lewis. They might not know. They really might not know. I prefer Justin Fields to go out here, scramble. Matter of fact, yeah, go out here, scramble, pick up about 20 yards scrambling, maybe even 30 yards scrambling, and then kick a field goal, something like that. Do JB a solid. Let's grab commercial. Again, 2-minute warning. Bears with no timeouts. So if the Vikings can just get the football back without the Bears scoring, they can end this. All right, so here we go. Shotgun here. Fields looking. Fields gonna run. Protect the ball. Protect the. Thank you. Okay. Picked up 5 yards on the play. Got to protect the ball, Fields. Got to protect the ball. Wish he'd have stayed in bounce, though. Run that clock. All right, so 2nd and 5. A minute 55 to go here in the fourth. And And Fields is going to keep it himself here. Gets it to midfield. Okay. Hurry up. Yeah, hurry up. Hurry up. We're going to do it again. We're going to do it again. A minute 38. Picked up 8 yards that time in the first down. A minute 30 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Fields looking. Fields in the pocket. Fields moving around. Still looking. Fields just chunks this one away. Leaving a minute and 15 seconds left. Should have tried to take off and run again. Come on, Fields. When you're confused and you're flustered, just run. Just run and protect the ball. Lewis, I think they can use one of your receiver screens real quick. All right, from the shotgun. Vikings showing pressure. Who will come? Who will go? They only sent 4. Fields is looking. Pressure's there. Fields just throws that one near the sideline there. Third down coming up. 3rd and 10. All right, Fields, you may have to run. All right, Fields throws. Ooh, it's completed here. Oh, wow. Yeah, and oh man, Fields did just a dang it, Fields. Dang it all. You had to mess it up for JB. You just had to do it. May they miss this kick. It would have been fine had he just scrambled, but no, he decided to throw it. All right, Fields up under center here. Lewis said, yeah, and don't fumble. Vikings getting called for 12 minutes on the field. Do they even want this game at this point? All right, Fields takes a knee. Minnesota calls timeout. Lewis says, let's go. Oh, yeah, yeah, depressing. I don't look at that anymore. Don't want to look at that no more. Graydon says, here we go. He says, here we go. We got 3rd and 8. And they're showing the flashback kick that he missed earlier, in which he knows he better not do that mess again. All right, let's see. Can the Bears get this one? And if so, how much time will be left? Will it be like 8 seconds, 9 seconds? Let's see. And they're letting it run down. Kick is up right down the middle. And the Chicago Bears have the lead, 12 to 10. Now, there's still 10 seconds right now in the fourth. Still 10 seconds for what it's worth. Braden says, here we go. Lewis says, oh, JB. Yes. Oh, man. Well, that's how you do it. That's how you become a hero. So with 10 seconds remaining. Dobbs, you have but one job remaining, and that is to throw that ball to Jordan Addison. And at least get JB something tonight. Lewis says Bears should play every game on prime time. They're 3-1. No, they should not play every game on prime time. What about the entertainment value? Ooh, the Bears' last win without scoring a touchdown. You're going to go back to 1993 against the Falcons. And so on the return. Oh, man, still running here all the way to about the 34-yard line. Okay. Let's see what Dobbs does here. Can he come up with his own Minnesota miracle here? Dobbs has all kinds of time. Throws it. KJ. Just now we're doing crazy stuff now. Okay. No, Addison, hold on to it. Dang it, Addison. Give it back to Addison. Let's not. What are we doing? That was a forward pass. Oh, my. Stop it. Stop it. No, stop it. At some point, where is the sanity in this? Please, thank you. End this madness. We're done. We're done. My goodness. Lewis said Braden held them Vikings and Packers can still catch up. And so Braden says thank Lewis. And so, yes, this one is done. It's finally done. Over with. Finished. Done. Thank you guys so much for coming out and joining me here for this stream. And so we made it. We made it. We made it. That's all JB's going to say is that we made it. Just like we made it through Monday. So I hope you guys, have a great rest of your week. Thank you so much for coming through. JB is aiming for the next stream to be Thursday, but definitely stay tuned, in case something pops up before then. But most likely it will be Thursday, the next stream. And with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. JB's going to go ahead and call it a night because this game right here has made JB sleepy. So thanks again for watching. Take care and see you guys next time. Signing out. Leslie Braden says, good night, JB, and thank you for streaming this terrible game. And so, Lewis enjoyed it, despite the fact that it wasn't, he took the over and it didn't work out. We're going to get you back on that win streak, Lewis. We're going to get you back on that win streak. We got to do it. Got to do it.